Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian. Welcome you to the first proper episode of our Cleveland Indians series with the Fantasy Draft. So I did a couple of things off camera between episodes. Namely, I created my different statistical views, I changed some of my particular manager settings, and just some other stuff behind the scenes that I didn't find that interesting. I also poked around a bit to see what it was. Finally, I had after I chose who would be on my major league roster, I had the AI go ahead and set up the rest of the minor leagues. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as we play the game. So before we go any farther, we need to talk about our contracts. So one thing, it has increased our scouting budget and player development budget. But we've got some salary decisions to make, and we need to make some of these right now. The face of our franchise is Francisco Lindor. We need to sign him to an extension. And he wants to buy out his first year of arbitration, but here's what I would like very much to do. I would like to sign him flat out for 5 years for $10 million a year. He will be more than worth it. It looks like the contract stuff is more or less the same, by the way. There's options, but those have always been there. You can choose a player opt-out. You can have no trade clause. You can even tell them they'll be in the starting. All that stuff is the same. So this is what I would like to offer him. And we'll see if he takes this. He doesn't want to be tied up that long. I guess that makes sense. Can I get 4 years? Can I at least buy your arbitration years? No. We're going to wait till the end of the season with you then. Can I get you to take like maybe $7 million? I still have a pretty damn big raise. Okay, you'll notice he's getting a little bit more irritated. $8.5 million. 10.48. He's coming down a bit. Okay, now he's merely just kind of pleased. If you'll take $10 million, then yeah, we'll buy that out. That's an expensive year of arbitration, but it's totally worth it. The other person we might want to buy out right now is Luis Severino. Because we want to get the cost certainty that we can. And someone like Severino is going to be on our team until his arm falls off. Can I get a 4-year deal? No, the AI is actually being pretty smart about this. Damn you. We can't even get a 3-year deal out of this guy. Alright, we'll just wait and see if he qualifies. No, he's probably going to be Super 2. We'll tackle that later on. Who else is young and interesting that we'd like to keep on the team for a while? We might actually just wait and see what kind of offers we get. Okay, this is a reasonable place to start for now. And then as our payroll goes up, we can make some decisions. Like who we might want to re-sign. No. I would give you a 3-year deal with 2 team options. I don't trust your health. I just don't. And then I'll give you a $5 million option later on. It's not the yearly amount that I object to, because if you're as good as you can be, you're worth that. Oh man, he got super pissed at me. Shit. We'll have to maybe talk to him again later. It looks like a lot of guys, if they're going into arbitration years, are pretty much almost always going to want 1-year deals. So I can get a 2-year deal with Anderson at least. That's at least some cost certainty. And I think this is where we'll start. I don't think we'll spend too much more time dicking around with this stuff. I think the problem is that guys like Lindor want to get paid. And I totally respect that. One of the things, by the way, I love, a lot of different things are hyperlinked. Okay, this is actually a really bad screen to look at that at. Let's look at finances, for example. If I want to look at international amateur free agents, bam, that takes you right here where I can set my budget. That's awesome. Staff payroll, boom. I can see who I've got, who might be coming back, who might not be coming back. There's some good stuff here. Some real good stuff. I love Rugless. He's so cool. Do they change scouting directors around? No. Is this any clearer? Looks like he gets along well with everyone except for my pitchers, which is nice. Okay. Alright. So let's get to the meat and potatoes, right? So we've got our, more or less, we've got our Major League roster set. And we'll be starting opening day here very soon. So right now we've got 11 pitchers and 14 hitters. And that's about what I'd want. This is actually a terrible starting view. Let's look at our pitchers and let's start building our roster. Ah. Quit it. Okay. By the way, if you click on these Twitter handles, it'll actually take you to Twitter. And I can be like, hey, Chase and Shriever, you're on my Indians team. He's going to be like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. He probably wouldn't be that thrilled about it. I wouldn't be that thrilled about it either. So, look at this. It's got potential ratings for hitting. So much good stuff. All right, I got to show you the real awesome stuff, which I let you see for just a tenth of a second last time to show you how cool this is. These scouting reports are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love the scouting reports. These are a lot more fun. I love the graphs. This is so amazing. This is the kind of information you want at a glance. It doesn't look like you can actually change the report. I guess that's fair. But this is so good. This I love this view now. I'm going to be doing scouting reports a lot more, not just to see this stuff. You can see stuff. You can see potential. It shows you change over time much more efficiently. And if you still want the in-depth development stuff, can you get that? Okay. Deep breaths of Indian, deep breaths. Surely they can't have gotten rid of that. Surely you did not get rid of the detailed development stuff. Oh, the development reports are up here. There just aren't any yet. Okay. Alright. And I want to make sure that you never delete a development report. Here we go. Players and face gen, that's fine. I also changed the face gen settings, by the way. Hopefully no one is too bothered. League settings. Rules. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the ability to have ghost players. I just think it's a smart move for teams that might run out of stuff. Options. Everything here looks amazing. Historical stats and AI. But the thing I wanted to see was making sure that we're told to keep all the development reports. And I think that's already set. Database tools. That's some good stuff. Okay. Enough chit-chat. We're going to save once a month. We're going to save the game now because we've already done quite a bit. And then we're going to start putting the roster together. Josh Bringer of Rain Donaldson. So we're going to start with the pitching staff. So we're going to put in Luis Severino. Now, Luis Severino in real life has only had one full major league season. And I don't want him to burn out. So I'm going to put him on a 110 pitch count. So that's our ace. Oh, I know something else that we need to have on here. Positions. Yeah, for any screen like this, I always want to have the position on there too. Because I need to know what their position is. Batting ratings. Yuck. Okay. Yes. All right. So you've got one decision made, which is our number 1 starter. Our number 2 starter will almost certainly be John Gray. What is Gray's experience? He's had even less experience. Oh, no, he's actually had 2 full seasons. He's had 2 decent-sized seasons in the majors, plus part of a third. I'll put him on like a 120 pitch count. And then we're just filling out the back end. And so that's going to be Anderson. I don't want the batting ratings. Please give me the pitching ratings. Here you go. Chavez and Adams. Okay. Now, the best stuff on the team goes to Heller and Shreve, respectively. We also want someone with really good control to be our closer. I think it'll be certain Romo or Harris. Romo has no movement, so I think we'll make it Harris. So you're going to be our closer, our 8th plus inning guy. And then I think we go ahead and make Jones the high octane guy. He's going to be the stopper. So it's the 7th inning or a close game or high leverage, we're going to bring in Jones for now. Because Jones is a combination of really good stuff and really good control. We have serious problems with movement, by the way, for our pitcher. So this is something we'll need to consider. Shreve, by default, you're going to be our lefty specialist, and you'll get some middle relief innings in. I'll make Romo a standard setup man. He can come in the 7th. And then we've got 2 more players. Would either one of you make a decent long man? No. All of my starters are actually starting. So we're going to go ahead and make you both just generic middle relievers and then see where that takes us. All right, so the bullpen is set. These options are all pretty much the same. Stopper was introduced last season. We'll see what this works. I really plan on basically working Nate Jones into the ground, and we'll see how he turns out. Has Will Harris ever been a closer in the past? He never has been. Oh, he plays for Houston. Okay. We'll have to see how he turns out. Lineups. Okay, this is the good stuff. I don't know why you think I care about popularity. I care about batting ratings. Okay. The very best player on our team is Francisco Lindor. I don't think any of us would dispute that. But our best pure hitter might be Michael Brantley. And if it's Michael Brantley, then Brantley should be the number 3 hitter. He's got better contact, better gap power, worse overall power, but everything else is about the same. So I think we will make Brantley number 3. We'll make Lindor number 2 for now. The most raw power on the team belongs to Chapman, but ideally I'd like someone who's a little bit more consistent to be our cleanup hitter. Maybe Russell Martin. No, Miggy. Yeah, Miggy will be the cleanup guy. Is he still a good first baseman? Or should I maybe make him a DH? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. We definitely want to get Chapman's bat into the lineup. Maybe as a number 5 hitter. I think Moncada is... who's the best contact hitter that doesn't have a spot? Almora. But Almora has no batting eye. We're going to bat Lindor lead off. And then Almora will hit second. We'll be mindful of things like extreme platoon splits, too, and try to work around those. So we need our catcher, and we're decided our catcher is going to be Russell Martin, and so he'll bat 6th. Moncada will play second, and he will bat 7th. Then we need our first baseman. And it's probably going to be Adam Lind is going to be our normal first baseman. Actually, he's a 55 defensively. Cabrera's a 60. So, yeah, you can be the DH, I guess. And then we need our right fielder. And our right fielder will be Derek Fisher. Unless any of you play a better right field. Puello's actually about the same. Let's focus purely on outfielders. So we're going to see who's going to start the season as our right fielder. Fisher's really the only one who I even am that interested in. Let's go ahead and set you as a right fielder. And then we'll put you in batting 9th. Okay. So now we've got some other things to focus on. Namely, does anyone have an extreme platoon split? Chapman doesn't, because Chapman doesn't hit for contact yet. I think Chapman might need to be pushed down the lineup. He's a little bit too feast or famine for me to trust him that much. Do we have anyone who just can't hit lefties? Not really. Fisher's got a bit of a platoon split on him, and so does Martin, but not enough to really mess with much of the platoon stuff. Anyone have a huge power gap? Like, they just absolutely crush lefties, which you wouldn't normally expect. Not really. Peralta, maybe. Okay. So let's just... I think we're going to use this lineup all throughout the DH land. Because we just have a lot of hitters who are just really good from both sides of the plate. What are you doing? Why didn't you copy the depth chart? I think I might have to do that myself. Okay. Ellis, you'll be a backup here. Voigt's got a semi-split. He's not the worst thing in the world, so Voigt will back up at first. We really need one more middle infielder. I really don't want Peralta backing up if we don't have to have him do that, but I kind of don't have a choice at the moment. Maybe send down Puello, get him some AAA at-bats, and see if we can't grab ourselves... Oh, you'd have to clear options. You would have to clear options. You'd have to clear waivers. And I don't want to lose Puello for nothing. Does Voigt have options? Let's look at contract. Okay, he's got options, but he won't get any better, really. I can't send down Moncada. I could send down Chapman, actually. Yeah, maybe have Peralta start at third for now and let Chapman just get some experience. Chapman's not going to like that, but he's going to have to deal with it. So Peralta will be the starting third baseman for the Indians, which he hasn't actually been in real life in a very long time. When did you play for Cleveland? It's been like 5 or 10 years, hasn't it? 2010 was the yes year, so yes, it's been more than 5, but less than 10. All right, we need to look in AAA, and we need to find ourselves a middle infielder. Someone who can handle all the positions with no issues. You can play third and short pretty well. Your second's a little sketchy, though. Devin Marrero might be the winner by default, though. We have Mega Utility Guy. Eric Gonzalez isn't that great. I'll be straight with you. He's not likely to be a big part of this team going forward. Featherston at least offers a little more offense, but I think we will go and take Devin Marrero for now, just as our utility guy. Utility. Can anyone play center? Not really. So Ethier kind of gets to be center field by default. You play in the corners. And if there's an injury, Voigt will fill in, I think. Pinch hitters. Who's the best hitter? It's probably Ethier. Then Voigt, then Puello. We got to get some speed off the bench. Puello is that. Followed by Marrero and Ethier. Call him Ethier. Like, he likes making people unconscious, but he's even ethier. Maybe? I don't know. And we'll paste the depth chart here. So who do we bench without the DH? I think it's pretty clear we would actually bench Lind. Chapman's not on the roster anymore. I better recopy this because it's clearly trying to copy people who aren't even here. And then the last spot will go to the pitcher. And we will actually go ahead and push Lind up to the top for pinch hitters. Because he's such a good overall hitter. Okay, I think we've actually set up the team to the point where we might actually want to start playing some games. I think the day has come. I think the day has come. Let's click on the Meet the Team screen. So we're kind of stuck in the middle for now, but that's because Moncada hasn't reached his prime and Peralta's past it. Real good at first. Kind of crappy at center, but again, he'll get better. Wow, you don't think of the one guy as a closer. Fair enough. Okay. Our top prospect by far is Senzel. He's a really good third baseman, too, but I think we want to give him some time to develop. I'm kind of upset we don't have the player development reports, but it's fine. We've got some really good potential, and we're just going to make sure we take our time to let that develop. Settings? What is this for? Oh, this is for our park. Okay. Let's take a quick peek at free agency and see if there's anyone left that provides us with any interest. Some relievers and Carlos Gomez. Would I want to add Carlos Gomez, actually, just as another bat off the bench? And someone who can handle center field without embarrassing himself? What do you want? You just want $2.2 million. I've got loads of money for free agents. So, yeah, I think I will go ahead and make this offer. That's just someone to help fill in every now and again. Without any further ado, let's sim up to opening day. I'm open for some pretty fast sim times. A personal message. Francisco Lindor, they're super pumped. Yeah, he just made many orders of magnitude what he was making before. I hope they put the leaderboards on either side. I kind of like that. It might just be they just have it this way because the games haven't started yet. Okay, we got Carlos Gomez. So now we're going to find our weakest outfielder and demote them. Which is honestly probably Andre Ethier. I'd love to send Puello down, but I don't want anyone else to claim him. I don't want you in the 40-man. I want you down in AAA. Will you go down to AAA? Are you going to make a stink about it? You're going to make a stink about it. I would like to designate you for assignment. I know that weakens our pinch hitting a little bit, but I really needed Gomez. Because I wanted a capable center fielder who still has a decent bat. Hummus. And this will give us a chance to let Puello maybe see a little more of the field. As I expected from this early season, what we're lacking most is depth. Our frontline talent compares really well with everyone else, I think. But we don't have a huge amount of depth, and it's going to take a while before we get that depth. That's going to be about making smart moves in free agency and making solid trades. Speaking of trades, I would like to trade you. Nothing really interesting here. It doesn't look like they've changed the trading interface very much. Does anyone appear to be a win now type? The Red Sox are. Can I get a prospect? I know I'm not going to get anyone super amazing, but I'm talking like a 50 prospect or so. Like a Nigel Keynes. Oh, it's not showing that I wanted to trade Ethier. Okay. He'll think about it if we make the trade offer. Coipel. I'm actually just grabbing players at random almost. Jose Augusto Rodriguez. You like this one. What if I capped some of the salary? What if I kept all of his salary? No, you don't really think that's a good enough deal. And the players you want are players I'm not really prepared to trade. Like a Neshek, maybe. What if I dropped off Calmus and Coppell? So basically, I'm trading Ethier for a possible super prospect. I think that's a good offer. Let's see what people say. Boston basically told me to go to hell, but it also looks like it won't take much to get you over the top. Luis Almanzar is a really good contact hitter. I don't want to cough that up. You're actually a starter. You're a borderline starter. I don't want to give that up. I don't have enough depth. Pitching prospects. Isaiah Henry is exactly average in every conceivable way. I will happily make this deal. Complete trade. Because we're going to focus pretty heavily on trying to grab prospects and trades for the time being. There we go. Ethier will actually probably help Boston quite a lot, but there's not much I can do about that. Because we got too many outfielders, and we really needed that open spot, and we needed Carlos Gomez. I'm curious to see what we can expect in the draft this year. Generating MLB season predictions. Yes, let's look at these. That should be fun. A personal message. It's unlikely Fonseca will fill a spot. Wow. Jared Miller. I'm going to get rid of this, obviously. Top 100 prospects. Senzel is number 6. How are we for the top minor league systems? I'm just curious. We're 4th. And given the highway robbery that Baltimore pulled off by grabbing Ohtani, I'm totally fine with that. I think that's reasonable. Oh, there's more difference between number 3 and number 4 than there's between number 5 and number 5. Number 5 and number 4. Preseason predictions. You predict I'll win the Central. Nice. You think the top Cleveland hitter will be Lindor and that Severino will be really good. And John Gray. Oh, I miss you, Corey Kluber. It seems so wrong that you're not an Indian, and yet they think I'm going to have a really good pitching staff. I don't know that I agree with that. I actually think we'll be the best pitching staff in the majors. I definitely don't agree with that. But they're predicting to actually be the best team in the American League, so I guess that's something. I don't know what, but it's something. Yes, scouting. Please don't bother me with that nonsense. Where are the Cleveland Indians? And let's play the first couple of days. Okay, good. We do get the lovely leaderboards. I was hoping we'd get those. A personal message, you say? Player development. Well, that didn't take much. Player development report. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's under reports now. Okay. Senzel's contact improved. That's pretty good. Chapman's power dipped a bit, but his contact got better. I'm just taking a very quick scan of this. Ooh, your velocity got better. Now, if I click on scouting, okay, here you go. We still get the proper good quality development report. This is so cool. Oh my god. This is the best. I love the graphs. I'm sorry, I'm a huge graph nerd, and that really excites me. More than I'd care to admit. I'm also going to turn off AI or All-Star voting. Just because I kind of don't care. Yeah, I'm just going to go boop. I'll just let the AI decide who gets to play. I'd like the popularity to be moderate. I want them to be more likely to be picked, but I also want the best players to get a shot. We're off to a bad start. Okay, there it goes. Wow, the sim speed is actually kind of slow. I was hoping with fewer teams it wouldn't be quite as slow, but we're getting up there. We'll maybe just start it a bit slowly. A personal message, you say? John Gray is suspended. God damn it. Oh, well. Okay, there's different filters you can pick from. That's kind of neat, I guess. I still wish it would, like, highlight ones that directly affect your team. That seems to me to be something fairly easy to add. And I'd kind of like to see them add that. You know, Severino's leading the league in strikeouts and in pitcher WAR. None of my hitters are that great, but at least Severino's good. It's interesting you just see players that you associate with another team automatically. Like Buster Posey on the White Sox. That just seems wrong. 2,000 hits for Mauer. Cleveland's Almora. Carlos Gomez wants to be in the starting lineup. Well, Almora just got Player of the Week, so that's not likely to happen for you, mate. Yeah, that would be, it seems to me, who did Trevor Bauer sign with? The Diamondbacks. The team that originally had him. Cool. That's honestly like the number one reason I did that this way. Is because I wanted to see just who plays for which teams and if the cream rises to the top. John Gray's the leader in ERA. Damn, Mike Scioscia got fired already? I mean, yeah, I know they're 11 and 18, but wow, that's a quick ass trigger. Where did Cookie end up? The Rockies. Uh-oh. Jake Lamb. I can't believe Scioscia was fired. That's crazy. Top starter, Marco Estrada. Stupid Estrada. Do we get Rookie of the Month? No, Miguel Andujar. Who plays for the bloody Yankees. Stupid Yankees. I hate you so much. The Yankees are off to a crazy-ass start, so I guess I can't be too bothered by it. Whereas we're kind of hovering around 500. Once we finished our first month, we will take a peek and see... Oh, we just finished our first month. I should be studying our team to see what we're doing well and what we can change. You want to start... Oh, you want an extension. And so does Johnny Peralta. Well, we'll see. We've got some... Why do you think he's a top prospect? Mickey McLean. It looks like there's some decent possibilities. So let's quickly review our team. What are we doing well? What are we not doing so well? Our lineup is trash. And our bullpen is kind of garbage too, but it's the lineup. So if we quickly look at the batting stats screen, what do we notice? Whoba. Really, no one's hitting great. It just seems like it's a team failure. The only starter who's been objectively bad has been Adam Lind. This is, yeah, I don't know what this is about. Pitching-wise, I want the very best reliever to get the most pitching. I think that means making you my stopper now. And high leverage. And we're going to downgrade you to just standard middle relief. I do want one other setup guy. I don't know who it should be, though. So we'll just kind of leave it as is for now. Have you lost like a bunch of games? You've only lost 2. Oh, this is cool. That was Team TXN. Oh, transactions. Oh, I see. So yeah, basically the entire lineup's crap in the bed, and there's not much I can do about that, actually. No one's hitting for power. I mean, I could fire the hitting coach. That would show determination. How is my hitting coach? He's below average. I'm going to fire you. That'll teach you. Because I want to get fired. So we will be finding a new hitting coach. Hitting coach. Reputation. We've got some good choices. He gets along well with younger players, and they're really good at hitting for power. So you know what, Todd, mate? I would like you to be my new hitting coach. I would like you to teach my team how to not suck. There we go. Shoulder inflammation for Pat Neshek. Well, I guess it was bound to happen eventually. Someone was going to get hurt. Now what we need to pay attention to is, do we have a suitable replacement in the minors? Matt Chapman is doing very, very well. Alright, everywhere but AAA, I want potential to be the focus. Okay. Chapman is honestly developing a lot faster than I anticipated he would. He might be getting called up sooner rather than later. But there's no need to rush him either. Let's grab a free agent. Actually, let's check the waiver wire first, because I can get someone from the waiver wire for free. Austin Jackson, He's not a reliever at all. I can do just as well from just promoting a guy like Tyler Sear. Let's do that. I will mean finding a new stopper, and that's another issue for us. Is that virtually no one in my bullpen can be trusted. But they're all striking a lot of people out, so maybe this is just one of those things we just kind of need to sit tight on and let things work themselves out. I think we'll ignore the stopper role for now. We don't really have one. I can check the independent league, see if there's someone worth buying. Oh, Ben Heller blew out his UCL. Well, that's the end of your season. Yeah, we're going through bullpen guys like they're going out of style. Ian Gibo, I think, will make a middle reliever. Damn. Our bullpen's getting chewed up. Yeah, that's it for Ben Heller. Anyone here we want to take a quick moment and try to extend? So we can maybe buy some arbitration from Luis Severino. Could you please give me a 4-year deal? And here, I'll increase it by $1 million each year. No. Can I get a 2-year deal? Yes. Okay. There's not a lot of people here that I'm desperately eager to extend. We can talk to John Gray, I guess. Can I get 2 years? No. What if I increase the second year by $500,000? You take that, okay. Just sign some 2-year contracts. Yeah, we kind of suck this season. Hopefully a better hitting coach will help sort some things. Oh, the fans are pretty happy about Severino. But I don't think we're going to be able to pull out of this slump unless all of a sudden we start getting hot like we should be. Anthony Rizzo with Kansas City. Bryce Harper with Baltimore. Baltimore is going to be scary when their prospects start developing. Well, Severino's still third in star in WAR. A personal message. Chance Adams is suspended. Well, screw him. There's not much else I can say other than screw him. So there's like a tiny chance we'd back into a playoff spot, but we're just off to an awful start. We get some more player development. Neshek got worse. A lot of people getting worse. Derek Fisher got better. Better power, better contact. Eric Peterson got better. Chase Vilo, holy shit, did he get better? Geddes. Sixto Sanchez got a lot worse. That's really bad for a 19-year-old. Braxton Davidson got a little better. Some players are getting quite a bit better. I don't see Chapman's name on there, though. Okay. All-star voting, I've already disabled it, so I don't care. I'll let the AI decide. Okay, Martin is a bust. I wish you could quickly adjust things here, but I kind of get why you can't. Yeah, Martin is our only source of power, though. Moncada's struggling. He's actually gotten worse, I think. He has eye drop, but his contact got better. He has power. He's above average runner. Reserve rolls as a below average. As overall, his contact is getting a little better, but his eye is getting worse. I don't really have a second baseman to fill in. Johnny Peralta's having a not respectable year. Okay. That was a stupid thing for me to say. I almost called him respectable. We need a shot in the arm. And Peralta is not hitting, and I don't think he's playing very good third base either. I think he's a little over average. What could I get for Johnny Peralta? I wouldn't mind finding a good veteran second baseman so Moncada can grow a bit. A Tyler Skaggs wouldn't be remiss. So you still can't sort this. I still find that kind of irritating. It wouldn't say much about my rotation when Tyler Skaggs would actually be a fairly reasonable upgrade. Yeah, we'll make the deal. It's the kind of trade that's not terribly thrilling, but it gets Jesse Chavez out of the rotation. I'll waive and designate you for assignment, and then promote Tyler Skaggs. And you'll be taking a spot in my rotation. If I get anything for Jesse Chavez, it would be a bloody miracle. I'm getting a few offers. It's just not anything I particularly want. You know what I'm going to trade for Cam Galler just because he's an amazing catcher. And there's always a chance he could always pull like some quality offense out of nowhere. Go ahead and we'll make that move too. All right. So we opened up a hole, and it's Matt Chapman is going to rush in and fill it. I'm hoping he'll provide a spark, because he plays pretty solid defense, but most importantly, he's got a lot of pop. And I'm hoping that that pop will help supercharge this team. Maybe not supercharge. I would settle for charge. Adam Ellis is cold. Francisco Lindor is getting hot. Yeah, he hit 30 home runs last season, and now he's on pace at 20 plus. Still pretty good. I mean, let's be honest, Francisco Lindor remains Francisco Lindor. We're going to go in advance of the first player draft. I think there's very little we can do to improve the bullpen, though. I think that ought to be something we spend some money on in the Ligos D Minor, as the kids call. Oh, Benintendi ended up with the Red Sox. Batting leaders at shortstop. Ooh, he leads the league in intentional walks for a shortstop. Okay, first round draft. We've got a few possibilities, but a lot of those are at the back end of the first round. So this is really a very top-heavy draft, it looks like. So I guess we're just going to... Oh, no, we're looking at hitters, aren't we? Let's auto-draft until the next pick. Okay, so we've got a few decent choices. We have a few good man. Goodman looks like a good all-around hitter with a decent amount of speed and a pretty fair arm, who's got high loyalty and work ethic and low greed. OSA thinks his contact won't develop. They don't like his hit tool. And to be fair, he only has one season at which he hit 267. But I think it's kind of hard to pass on Goodman. I'm going to go ahead and take him. All right. Are there any interesting pitchers? You're very much a junk baller. Here, let's take a look at just starting pitch wars. A lot of 45s, okay. Let's actually change how we're sorting then. I would like to sort by stuff. So Walt Henry is going to have good stuff. Decent, nah, I'd like a little more stamina though. Can I get someone with green numbers or at least yellow numbers and everything? Joey Collins. Good mix of pitches. Side armor. That's kind of interesting. Wait, your control is garbage. I thought I saw the Joey Collins. Oh, okay. We'll draft you, I guess. We've got a few options to us. Who do you think I should draft? Scouty McScouterson. You think I should draft Omari Woolard? His upside is basically mediocrity, and we just need warm bodies, honestly. Let's look at batters. Is there any other interesting batters left? Jake Alsup isn't going to hit for tons of contact, but he's got good overall power, and he's fast, and he plays pretty good center field. I'm going to take Bobby Blixit just because he's got amazing overall tools. But is he actually a tool? You decide. Jimmy Bosworth would be another decent choice. Oh, it's not my turn. And now Jimmy Bosworth is gone. He'll never be an Indian now. God damn it. I guess we'll take Steve Huffman. And we're kind of already at the point where the draft's not going to be that interesting. I'll take a look at pitchers and see if we can find any really high stuff ones. Maybe like someone who's actually like considered a catcher. Ken Serrano will never throw strikes. Joe Detweiler might. I'll take Joe Detweiler. I'll take Jorge Moling. As long as he costs me nothing, I'll take a guy who's got good stuff but nothing else. And then we can just finish the draft. So, of course, in case you haven't recalled, each episode will cover one season, and it'll start with the off-season. Negotiate with draftees. I will happily meet your demand. I will meet your demand. Demand met. Sometimes it's kind of exciting to see them not want as much money. Sometimes it's kind of disappointing. Eddie Moran, are you worth me making a bigger budget offer to? No, you are garbage. You're not even hot garbage. You're like tepid garbage. Like maybe it's been out in the sun for a couple of days garbage. A proposal of trading, you say. You will give me Brock Holt, who's garbage, for Will Harris, who's actually pretty good. No, why would I want Brock Holt? See, these are the trades I kind of hoped you'd fixed. There was no way on earth I would ever want Brock Holt. Yeah. Oh, Bob Bell said, I feel kind of bad if I traded Johnny Peralta and they instantly got hurt. Our lineup is too good to be this bad. So I'm hoping that with the new hitting coach and just pressing a bit. Pat Neshek. You could fill in for Sear, I guess. Yeah, Sear's not ready for the big time, but Neshek is. We'll go ahead and just make him a middle reliever. So we're the only one who's really sucking is Harris. What's Harris's problem? Anyone and everyone he runs into gets a home run off of him. That is problematic. His BABIP is also crazy high. I'm thinking that might straighten itself out. What about our offense? Michael Brantley's heating up a bit. Fisher is too. No one's really, like, insane. Like, Brantley's good. Brantley's actually better than he's been in a long time. Maybe not a long time. His power's a little low, though. But, you know, he was never that big a power guy. I think we'll sim up to international free agent signing in this sim. Who does Detroit have that's so good besides Anderson Simmons, who's not allowed to hit 332? You'll give me Josh Harrison, who's at least interesting, for an outfielder off the bench, and a really good prospect. Now, I'm not opposed to a veteran second baseman. Someone who can maybe let Moncada develop a little bit more slowly. Let's talk about this trade. I'm not giving you Robinson. For Puello, I'd make this deal. I will see what you say. No, you're not remotely interested in that. What do I need to throw in for you to take it? Francisco Morales is garbage. I will happily toss him in if that's enough to acquire a player of this magnitude. And you think we should get a little bit more? Would you throw in Troy Montgomery? You didn't like Troy Montgomery. Well, Will Banfield. Yeah, he's pretty much gonna pee himself laughing. Which is fair, I would too. You're actually Rule 5 eligible. You want me to get a little bit more, okay. Brendan McKay could be a starter. I'm gonna try to get you to throw in McKay. Wow, you don't like that. Holy shit. I'm gonna submit this offer to see if you take it. Yeah, you're just gonna basically tell me to go to hell. And I mean, it's fine. I'm not super concerned about it. Actually, I should be riding the waiver wire. Oh, we lost our backup catcher for 3 months. Well, one man's trash is another man's opportunity. Hello, Chase. You're not the best catcher, but you've actually got a pretty good bat. And there's honestly not much for you left to learn in AAA. I think we will go ahead and call you up and make you the backup catcher. You might be replacing Russell Martin as soon as next season. I'm just going to throw that out there because Russell Martin's been garbage all season. Let's go ahead and advance to the waiver wire. Yes. The waiver wire was meant for us. I really like an alert for the waiver wire. Like, this player might be interesting to you. You should maybe think about claiming him. Wilmer Flores and Wilfredo Tovar. He's a really good shortstop, but nothing else, so. We're keeping pace in the division, and that might be our path to the playoffs this season. We just need some of our hitters to get hot at the right time. $31 games for Lindor. Aww. The moment I said something. We won 5 in a row. That's pretty neat. Carlos Gomez. He wants to be in the starting lineup, does he? Is there any reason for 1 second to consider promoting you to the starting lineup? No, there isn't. Chapman's at least hitting for power, even if he can't hit for shit for contact. What do we do with you, Carlos? Do we just let you bellyache for now? I think we just let you bellyache. I'll tell you what, I'll put you on the trading block, and we'll see what kind of offers I get. Anyone interesting on the block? Trading block. Jason Kipnis. I really like the idea of picking up Kip just because I'd like to let Moncada learn second base in the minors. Well, he's actually not acquitting himself too poorly. He's playing really good second base. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't make that a priority. Okay, we're one good sustained hot streak away from getting back to the playoffs. You really want us to get better. You don't like Adam Lind. I don't really like Adam Lind either. He's been a major disappointment. I mean, he's a 60 caliber contact hitter, and he's just awful. Oh, that's where you put the awards. They're up here now. He was a Silver Slugger in 2009. Yeah, mate, this has to change. This really has to change. Let's take a quick look at our salaries. Let's take ourselves a moment and think if there's anyone we might want to consider extending for a year. Let's talk to Brantley again. He wants such a big deal. I'll tell you what. Give me 4 years. You think we're not too far apart? Give me a pair of team options. This one can be for... Here, 10 million and 5 million. I want it to be my choice whether you come back or not. Man, you really want that player option. We've got lots of money, but that doesn't mean we have to spend it. And here's what we're going to do. I will give this deal to you if you'll take less money later in the deal. Okay. This is a deal I can live with. Most importantly, he's probably fairly popular, although it doesn't... Oh, here it is. He's very popular. And it's not like we're awash in great hitters. So I will back up the bank vault for him for now. A personal message. Ooh, Todd Frazier got traded. Oh, Adam Frazier. Wrong one. Sorry. Ah, you bastard, Baltimore. International amateurs. There's one really interesting player and one kind of interesting player. We love his power. I do like the sound of that power, but it's like someone with a little more well-rounded skill set. Your only tool is power and not striking out a huge amount. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and offer you the $3 million. And I'm going to offer you $1 million if you sign with me right now. I'll pay for mediocrity. Fans are really, really pumped because I re-signed Michael Brantley. Hopefully it'll distract them from our overall suckitude. Personal message. Aguilar wants more money. How much more? I can offer you $4 million, but then I'm at my cap. So yeah, I've got to hope that there's something about the Indians that would make you want to sign under the cap. I get no compensation pick. Well, that's reasonable, I guess. The Yankees got you, Darvish? Damn. Hello, you. Hello, Yoan. Oh, I can't offer you any more money until Aguilar rejects my offer. Alright, come on, Cleveland. Let's heat up a little bit. We don't have to be like supernova hot, but we have to win like 5 or 6 in a row. Damn it, Antonok. I picked the wrong guy to mess with. You really want to play for the Yankees? No one wants to play for the Yankees. I'm going to offer you the cap. And if you don't take it, that's your business. You're not going to get more money from anyone, so that's a thing. I wonder if you can trade cap money the way you can in real life, if you can trade that in OOTP 19. A personal message. Well, then sign with the Nationals, you dick. Yeah, you can take a long walk off a short pier. You want to play for frickin' Cleveland, just say so. Jerk. We're hovering right around that. We need a spark. I was hoping Chapman would be that spark, but maybe he won't be. What could we do to get a spark? I think we need to dump Adam Lind. I think he was a mistake, and I think we need to acquire, in some way, a more useful hitter. Because whatever Lind might offer at some point, he can't do that for us. So we won't do it this season, just because this episode's already running quite long. But maybe next time we'll take a look here. Severino, an all-star appearance for him. Lindor, all-star for him. And that's literally it. We get 2 all-stars. Damn, the Angels got Mike Trout and Yoenis Cespedes. We got 2 all-stars. I guess we can't really complain. Francisco Mejia. You traitor. Alright. Let's take a look and see what we can do to replace Adam Lind. Willie Calhoun's already a really good contact and power hitter. Like, he's amazing at hitting. And Lind has just been so awful. I'm going to flip you. I'm going to see if I can get anything of value for Adam Lind. And the answer is probably no. I'll put him on the trade block in case people change their minds. I'm going to send Voigt down to AAA, and I'm going to call up Calhoun. And you riding the pine, my friend. You can back up at first, I guess, if you want to. And then Calhoun will play at DH. I don't know why I don't ever use the lineups overview. This is a quicker way to make wholesale changes. Boop. No. Okay, you should be here. And I need to put Moncada back in the lineup because he temporarily got lost. I'm going to drop in Calhoun to play DH. Here we go. Just getting Lin's bat out of the lineup will almost certainly cause a bit of a bounce back effect. And then there's also the fact Calhoun could be a really amazing hitter. He'll just get that chance as a DH to begin with. If we're gonna get a wild card spot, we need to catch fire. It's just not happening. A proposal of the trade variety, you say? You'd give me Brandon Belt, admittedly a very good first baseman, but I can't give up Gray. I would give up the prospects if you would let me keep Gray. No, I can't do it. I'm not going to sell out our future, and Gray is a big part of that future, just for one playoff trip. Is there anybody right now that we could flip? Or that we even want to flip? Miguel Cabrera, but no one will take him. Russell Martin, no one will take him. How is our pitching staff? Our bullpen is still very not good. I think we're going to promote Nate Jones to closer. He seems to be the only guy here that kind of knows what he's doing. Demote you to middle relief. And we're going to make you the setup guy again. And demote you to middle relief. Shreve has been really solid. I'm really pleased with him, actually. Right now, this is about us finding marginal moves to buy an extra win or two. That's what we need to get. And that's why I'm hoping that just getting Lin's bat out of the lineup will help. Okay. People that are old getting worse. People that are a little bit younger getting better. You're improving a bit. Lind got worse. Cabrera got worse. Calhoun got better. Chapman is getting more power. A bit more potential for Gomez, but that's actually bad because it means he's getting old. We're getting some movement in the right direction. A little. Not a lot, but a little. I want to see Calhoun and what he can do to maybe just get on a nice hitting streak and help try to drag our team forward in the standings a bit. But we need to change the lineup order. That could maybe buy someone. Ooh. Just lost a reliever for the rest of the season. Not great. Because we haven't done a great job of stowing away quality relievers. Which is weird for my teams. Generally, I tend to push them quite heavily. I will go and call up Sear just because we just need someone to eat innings every now and again. I want to see, are you having a big split? Or are you worth considering? Okay, you're destroying lefties, and righties are handling you reasonably easily. So, but just kind of what I figured. So I was going to look at lineup order, wasn't I? Let's try to improve that a bit. Who's the rookie star of the month? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Well, fork. You Darvish signed a new deal. Oh, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Anyone here that we want to re-sign? Maybe. Not really. A lot of the players here that I see just aren't that good. An extension for Nate Jones would actually be not unappreciated. He just wants a fairly modest raise. I'm not going to argue too much. I'd like to bring you back next season. Right, lineups. Can we eke out another win or two if we play intelligently? Brantley should be the number 3, and he is. Derek Fisher's been enjoying quite the season. He should probably not be hitting 9th. We're not getting Mark next year anyway. And he's just destroying the ball. You know what? Done. And I am going to promote Fisher. I'm going to bump him 2 or 3 spots in the lineup. I'd actually rather have Fisher hitting 5th than anyone else right now. Because Fisher's one of the few guys I trust. I realize that I'm vastly overrating Valet. But there's a method to my madness, which is that Martin has been so bad. There's no downside to promoting him and playing him at a different position. There's no downside. Either he sucks, or he's awesome, or he's mediocre, but at least we learned something. Alright. Let's put a little more pressure on Fisher. Ooh, player of the week, Calhoun. Peter Caddy and Justin Martinez are both retiring. It's bound to happen, I guess. Eventually. We're not doing great. I got Nate Jones back for another season. We're kind of in the driver's seat, sort of, for a wild card spot, but not really. I'd really like to win the division title if we can manage it. Yeah, I don't care about it. Corey Dickerson's retiring? Oh, Chris Dickerson. Okay. I think I've been wrong with every single player. Well, I see last name and I say, is that such and such a player? Is it like Dave Trout or something? Like, is that Mike Trout? No, it's David Trout. Oh. I really wish we'd been able to get Mike Trout, but we were only 8th overall. We weren't going to get Mike Trout, who would have been the first overall pick. Calhoun is enjoying himself a fine rookie month. Yeah, he's like but holy shit. He's hit 11 home runs and just over 100 at bats. Yeah, you're the good stuff. I said we needed a spark. I just didn't expect it would come from a rookie that we put into the DH hole, but I guess Adam Lind is just that bad. 2 to 3 weeks for Brantley. I'll just let that ride, and Puello can get some playing time. Because I don't want to mess with the roster and then have to change it again if and when we get to the playoffs. Carlos Gomez is still probably complaining because he wants to be a starter, and I don't care what he has to say. Come on, our clearest path is to just with the division title. It means we need to beat up the Tigers, like a lot. We're melting down right now. Yes. No. Yes. That's how we're going to make the playoffs. We need to play the Tigers very intelligently. Destroying the White Sox is nice, especially what happens 2 games in a row. Was that a sweep? It was. Now we just beat the Red Sox. I'd love for us to get hot right now. Beat them again. We beat the White Sox. Yeah, we are picking up a little bit of heat. Oh, we lost the White Sox there. But then we obliterated the Royals, and we did it again. I think we've secured a wild card. I think we've secured the division title, or at least close to it. Oh no, we're in second right now. Pennant chase. We've got a 100% chance of making the playoffs. So if we beat Kansas City and Detroit loses, who actually makes the playoffs? I think it's me. But it would depend on my record against them. Let's finish the game. Let's find out. Can we beat Kansas City and win a division title? Severino was pitcher of the month, but did we win? Oh, we won, but so did Detroit. It was bound to happen. Let's get to the plus. I'm going to turn off the baseball cards. I keep forgetting to do that. I just don't find them that engaging, and they take so long to load. Where are you, baseball cards? I think you're in players and baseball. There you go. So, playoff roster. Oh, it's not in playoff mode yet. I need to finish today. Ooh, Severino led the league in pitching. Wins. So that happened. So we got to play the Yankees. Joe Panic won the batting title with a 328 average. That's not ideal, but sure. And it'll start in October, on October 5th. If Severino is healthy, he is pitching. I want to make that extremely clear. Severino's been the man all season long. Here's the problem. If we win this series, we play Detroit. And I really don't want to get screwed. But we might. I think we got to take our chances with Gray. Gray is not chopped liver. And I think we got to play this smart. If we're going to advance further, we have to trust in Gray. And we were right to do so because we just dominated the Yankees. I mean, holy smokes. Why do you think he's so good anyway? Oh, they got Paul Goldschmidt, George Springer, Rugnet Odor, Bogarts, Yasselpoog. That's a pretty good lineup. Yeah, Gray was like dominant, and then Severino came in relief, which was not what I wanted because now he won't be available for the start of the series. That was not smart. Miguel Cabrera did some damage. Nice work, Miguel. Alright, let's finish today. And let's take a look at our playoff roster. Is everyone I want on this roster here? Yes. Okay, right away, we're going to change to a 4-man rotation. And then it's a question of deciding which of the 3 pitchers was the most effective. Let's look at pitching stats. Skaggs. Actually, all 3 were right about the same. But Skaggs was a little better. Who has the best strikeout to walk ratio of the 3? It's Adams. Then Anderson. So I think we're going to make Skaggs like a super rotation guy. I want you to be long relief and emergency starting pitching. Our real goal is to get Severino in as many games as possible, but we'll see what happens. You jumped all over my number 3 starting pitcher, which I guess is reasonable. Did he ever have a chance? Not really. He gave up 2 homers. Thought we'll do it. We lost again. I mean, we're just getting lit up. And granted, it's the pitchers that we have as much as anything. We've basically backed ourselves into a corner because of how bad our secondary and tertiary pitchers are. Come to Cleveland. No. Severino, it's all on you, mate. And Severino came through with a gem. We desperately needed this. And he came out there and he said, "You're not sweeping us, Detroit. Gray, can you buy us another win?" You can. And I will happily pitch Severino again on short rest. Oh, 14 innings. We got 2 hits. And you didn't actually play Severino, which I didn't think you would. Damn. Let's see, you won the stupid World Series. Texas could win their first World Series if they make it. Don't tell me the bloody Tigers made it. I don't want to see the Tigers win the World Series. It's the Rangers and the Diamondbacks. That's a theoretical World Series championship we could see, maybe. Congratulations to the Arizona Diamondbacks. We're going to have some decisions to make this offseason. What is my review? I made a strong push. You didn't like Adam Lind. I made the playoffs. It wants a better bullpen and a home team player. And we're going to need a new bench coach. Oh, okay. I thought they were saying, like, a player, like, acquired them, but no. Alright. A 90 wins is probably more than we deserved. We need to spend a lot of time this season focusing on building up our rotation and improving the bullpen. But that'll have to be for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of the Indians fantasy draft and trying to take our team to the World Series. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe and maybe comment down below. Let me know how you think this season went, if you think we exceeded expectations. I think we did. But next time, we will begin with the offseason. We'll begin trying to mold this club into our image, into something dominant. But until next time, this has been Indian, and I bid you good day.